Hi guys, it's V. Okay, we're jumping right in. I am going to talk about two decks. In this video, I can only go into one because I don't have much time, but I'm dying to make these videos and get this stuff out. So, the two decks I want to talk about are decks that are not tarot decks in the traditional sense, but there are two decks that I really like that are kind of bringing me closer to tarot. So they both have 78 cards, and okay, the one that I'll talk about in the next video is the Shadows Tarot. This is the one that is rocking my world. And with a client today, it was just amazing. The spread that's in this book reminded me of my majors on majors spread. Use two decks, but this one's gonna take a little while for me to unpack. And even I'm barely scratching the surface of the deck now, but we cannot talk about this one tonight because of time constraints. So I'm glancing at I have to keep glancing at my phone because I do have one more reading tonight, which is why tonight we're going to talk about the Iris Oracle deck. Now, this is 78 cards also, but it is not a structured tarot deck. I got this a few weeks ago when I was in San Francisco, and Greg and I went up through the Lost Coast and went to Eureka. It's a pretty interesting town, although as much as I loved it, and I got a great deck and there were great shops, I've never gotten such a vibe from a town before. I felt like I was in a Stephen King novel. Yeah, I felt like this feels like Derry. This is what being in Derry would feel like. And that's very odd to me because my friend and I are going to Casadega next month for my birthday, and that place is like, oh, it just feels so good. You know, I feel stronger and grounded when I'm there. Not so much in Eureka. I love Eureka, but it kind of freaked me out. So anyway, I got this deck. Now, I am not as much into oracles. I have a lot of oracle decks. They're great. But when I'm talking about, you pull a deck for a reading, when I pull a deck out, it's almost always tarot because I am a purist for the 78. I love the 78 because I think that tarot is like a book of moving pages, and the 78, the structure is so awesome that you can rearrange those pages into any story or situation that you want to express or process through. So when I go through oracles, even if I really like them, if I don't get the same sort of tarot vibe, I don't feel as comfortable reading with them for a client because I need those tarot structures. So that's why I like these two decks, because they're really opening me up. This one I like because there's 78 cards and they're numbered, and then they have a description at the bottom. Where's the book? I don't have the book with it. Here's the book. And she wrote a little bit about how the deck came to be, and then there's a picture of each one, the image, the name of the card, and then all about it. And that's it. No spreads or anything, just this, and it fits in the box, so that's awesome. Now what I did, I have not looked at this deck since I got it. I've been waiting to do this, and I'm so glad because I want to use this deck. But what I had done is when I was going through the deck, I'm like, it's 78 cards, and I know it's not numbered, it's not a tarot structure, but these are tarot cards. These are absolutely tarot cards. I could take this deck and do a reading easy because I recognize these cards. So what I did before I put the deck up is I put them in order. Like I was like, I'm going to pick out a Fool and a Magician and all that. And I did. Some cards are so perfect, and others it's because I had them left over. But let's say another day I would have picked different cards. Or if I had just done the pentacles, I could have picked out the exact right pentacle for each one, just as a process of getting closer to the cards, because that's how I know my cards is through, I see life as a series of tarot cards. So that's why I love this deck. So I'm going to do a flip through of the deck, and we're going to look at the images, but I'm going to see how close they follow the traditional cards, just looking at them today. So, okay, so here we go. We're going to go through them. The first one, Rainbow Bridge. This was my, I don't need to see myself, Rainbow Bridge. I'm not used to my new laptop, okay? So I'm just now getting used to the logistics of it and all. I can see why that would be my full, yeah, I like that. Cast your sacred symbols. So what this is basically a flip through the deck. I want to show the cards, and if a card speaks to me, or wow, to me this did look like a very magician card. It felt like a magician card. So, inside looking out. Repopulation. Spot on with the Empress there. Gallery of those who came before. Labyrinth. I really like that card, but it worries me that that was my Hierophant that day. And we're in the beginning of the deck. It's not like this shouldn't be a leftover. Okay, so Labyrinth, I like that card. Share tenderness. That's beautiful. Noble. Let's see, that was a chariot. The sheep who wandered and found a different shepherd. I remember that card distinctly. I love that card. I put it with strength. I think because when I looked at it today, I thought, what moral courage. So, but as you can see, you could put this with in all different kinds of places, but that was my strength that day. The lonely journey of the princess. Restlessness. I had to put that for the wheel just because of the clock and it was round. Restlessness doesn't fit the wheel, but well, this one was spot on. Guess which one this was? Yes. Justice. I think that's so cute. Service. I love that. I love her brushing her hair. It's the little things like that that can mean so much to somebody. It's intimate, it's personal, it's beautiful. That's my hangman. Ooh, broken and hatched. Nice. My death card that day. Alchemy. Suppression of a star being by hands unworthy. Whoa. Wow. Dependency. Now, I would think that this is more of a devil. I obviously put this as my tower, and this was my devil that day. I love that card. That makes me think of the devil card. What you had brought into being, or what was your baby or your thing, when it gets out of control and it's controlling you, is that's what that makes me think of. Healing through rest. Oh, make it look like the night. Isn't that an amazing card? I love the words that she used. This is different than keywords, really. It just gives you a vibe. I like that. So that's my moon. Obviously, volcano. Sun, volcano. Fear that the light will bring judgment. Sitting on top of the world. Dante, why are you, come here, why are you, I'm sorry. Okay, he settled down. My dog decided to settle down right next to where I have the laptop. So, okay. Sitting on top of the world. Yeah, that was my world. That's very nice. Okay, obviously I started with the swords. So there's a sword. Weight of truth. It's very Two of Swords kind of feeling to me. The one who hides the sun. Scry mirror. I can see why I picked that for the Four of Swords that day. A lot of people see the Four of Swords as more of a passive kind of timeout, and it can be that, but for me, a lot of times the Four of Swords is a very active, it may be meditative, but it's still actively looking, even though it is a timeout. So I like that. Why would I slimy it? Oh, I had skipped ahead to the 6. For some reason, I thought the next one was 6, and I'm like, slimy? Look at that card. That cracks me up. That's not a 6 of Swords, but it is a 5 of Swords card to me. Yeah. 5 of Swords. That's hilarious. Okay. Gifts to the portal. Can't be caught. See, now that's a 7 of Swords card to me. Maybe not the way you usually look at it, but hey, sometimes 7 of Swords can look like that. I like it. A fearful world. Yeah, I put that with the 8 of Swords. I can see why. Dream travel. Calm within transformation. That's a good way to look at the 10 of Swords. I like that. The Messenger. No one is yours but you. Ungrateful daughter and earthly mother. Did I read that right? Ungrateful daughter and earthly mother. She ended up being the Queen of Swords that day. Nice. And cosmic exploration. I can already tell that that day I was thinking of certain people when I was attributing to the courts. Not because of the last one. Actually, I have no idea. I mean, that's my Queen of Swords just because I think the Queen of Swords is a badass. But this one, maybe I was thinking of my friend Paula, who's a King of Swords. So, make believe. We're going... Not the cups, this must be the wands. But make believe. It's a very cute card. Be free. Do what you love. It's cuppish too, but I still think this was my wands that day. I like it. 3. Someone soon. Absolutely wands. Look at this. Pink bubble fairy. Very 4 of wands-ish to me. Yay! The hold. Ooh. Cornucopia. Death of the deceitful. 7 of wands. Rainbow transference. Afraid of the attic. Something that is never truly yours. Hiding. I definitely was thinking of certain people because this is a Page of Wands. Hiding. And pages are notoriously shy. And yes, the artist can sometimes even be. In my deck, Prince is always Page of Wands, my artist, which is that personality type for me. Laughing and crying. The performer, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this matches up perfect. Fire Mother. I love that card with all the colors. Reminds me of the chat with Kelly today, talking about all the colors. I love it. And then, oh yeah, definitely King of Wands, Party Leader. Look at that, what a nice King and Queen of Wands. Fire Mother and Party Leader. I like that. Your dreams are closer than you think. I think we've reached the cups. I love this deck. I'm going to use this deck so much. I'm so glad I'm finally making this video. Twin. 2 of Cups. Okay, Chris. That's you and me. I was thinking the moon. I think of my K Chris in the moon. And I thought I wrote this card. Spirits to guide you. I think I put this on for my 3 of Cups that day because the 3 of Cups is my girlfriend's card, that inner circle. And so guidance, you know, close guidance. So spirit guide, yeah, same thing. Green. A 4 of Cups is a card of ennui to me. And sometimes that can come from, look and say, well, how come they have that and I don't? Or I should have that, or I should be here or there. But, and again, that is not what this deck is meant to be. Here I say it's loosened me up, and then I'm like, let's tie it right into tarot. I'm just saying this was for that day. And I'm looking forward to mixing things around. And if this comes up in a reading, I'm not going to say, oh, this has to be the Four of Cups because this is my Four of Cups in this deck. No, it'll depend on that context and what's going on as to what that means. I'm just saying this is the oracle I felt the most comfortable with because it's got such a tarot structure in feel. So I love it. Smother. Gifts from the past. So sweet. Everything you need too soon. See, I think it's a good tarot exercise. If you're getting to know the cards, or even if you do, it makes you think of the cards in a different way, because this is a good Seven of Cups. This makes me end the words with it. Everything you need too soon. You're not ready to make those decisions and prioritize, and you have to be even more careful of what you pick and what you reach out for, because it's almost like too much. Love it. You can't find goodness because you lost your heart. Damn. Damn. I put that for my Eight of Cups, but that's a little harsh. I love the card, don't get me wrong, it's great, but in between worlds. Protect your heart. That was my 10 of Cups that day. That is not a 10 of Cups card to me, but protect your heart, I like that. Under spell. Okay, and these are absolutely personal associations, because this under a spell, this made me think of my Page of Cups, which I call the oh my goodness, I can't believe that I can't. It's John Lennon. The champion is knight. God, I cannot believe that. The idealist. Duh. And just those little glasses and all the stars. The idealist. This made me think of the Page of Cups. My idealist. And then your light. This is the champion. This is my Knight of Cups. This is Robin Williams in my deck. The all-knower. Queen of Cups. Yeah, that's my card. I am the Queen of Cups. But I don't know everything. In fact, I will... The fact that I don't know everything I mentioned in chat today, I'm pretty sure I am not an old soul. I am brand spanking new. I am. That's why it's been hard for me to get to this point where I can be vulnerable enough to like tell you what I think of a deck, because honestly, I feel so self-conscious. Like I'm going to sound like an idiot because some of you are so deep and wise and awesome. That I guess it could be intimidating, but oh well, what I said before, if someone asks me to do a walkthrough of a deck, well, obviously they want to know my views. And if you watch my videos and you ask for a walkthrough, you obviously know I'm not like a philosopher or intellectual. I come at it at a much more down to earth kind of view. So, but that's what I love about this community, is because we're all different. I gain so many different perspectives. And even if you guys are even if someone's walking through a deck that I don't feel particularly called to, but I love the way that person looks at things. That's cool. Or maybe it's just because someone, Chris today in chat was like, I feel like I'm so boring when I do it. Sometimes people really just want to see a deck. Then like you just flip through and like, you don't have to give a whole essay on each card, and then sometimes people want something more in depth. That's what we do. So me, the all-knowing queen, I don't know anything though. All right, the king, a puppet. The King of Cups is so great, but inwardly sometimes. Okay, I lost my way. What am I doing? I'm going this way? Okay. Yep, here we are. Everything will be okay. I turned the deck. There we go. That's easier for me. Body as a house. May not fit perfectly for the two, but it definitely, talking about the house and the body, I put it in with the pence. Predictions of growth. Body. I put the body as the 4 because the 4 of Pentacles is such a guarding the energy that goes in and out. Being very careful, being warned you're expending more than you're receiving. Check and see where that expenditure is happening, because if you don't, you're going to end up in the 5 of Pentacles, which is drained and left out with the wolves. That's what I put as the 5. Love grows love. That is beautiful. Ripe fruits. Now this, to me, this seems much like a 6 of Pentacles, and this is a 7. What is hidden will be revealed. That is not an 8 to me. What is hidden will be revealed. I love that card. I love it. We're just going to take it on its own. It has nothing to do with the 8. Visions. That is beautiful. Again, with the colors in this deck is just amazing. Good things. That is a 10 of Pentacles card to me. Good things. Stay back. The one who needs control. Oh my God. The heart eater. Wow. And mysterious mother is the last one. Obviously, when I got to the pence, and the Pentacles was the last suit that I did, because I in no way see this as the suit of Pentacles. In no way. Although my husband's a Knight of Pentacles, he's not a control freak. He just gets shit done. The closest one I'd say would honestly be the Heart Eater, just because I see the Queen of Pentacles, the duty fulfiller though, but Mother Earth, the Queen of Pentacles, but not the Mother Earth, and not the sweetness. It's like, as in, nature will take its course and Mother Earth will end up on top. Hello, we just went through Irma. So that is great. Well, my client did just text me, so it is time for me to go, but I'm really looking forward to really diving in. Oh, this deck is so amazing. The Shadows Tarot, and also Tom Benjamin's tarot tag. It was going at a time when I couldn't make a video. I didn't have the means to, but oh man, did I love what it brought out. And I do have my I'm coming, and I do have my thoughts on that also, and it just ties in with community and social media. So I will come back and I will do that soon, but for now, this was my my quick look at the Iris Oracle deck. So I hope you guys are doing wonderful, and I will see you very soon. See ya.